What's good, everybody? Welcome back. As you can see, we've got some new LEDs and I finally shaved. So we upgraded the setup a little bit and we took one live trade today. It was a win. Let's go. Lovely little bullish win on the S&P 500. So let's get straight into it. So we start on the daily time frame on the S&P 500. We mark out the highest point and the lowest point of the previous day. Then we look at the 4 hour a little bit, see what the general trend is. For me, I'm very bullish in this situation, so I'm looking for longs. We can scale down to the 30-minute now. We mark out London session open, New York session pre-market, and New York session open. And as you can see, we're only halfway in to the session, the time, what's it called, the session, the New York session, and we took one nice little long here. So let's go into the lower time frames. Oh, as you can see, I marked out over here the highs of the London session and the lows of London session. So as you guys can see right here, I entered right here on this candle and my stop loss was below these lows because I noticed there was a strong 5-minute whatever time frame level right here where all of these bullish rejects on this blue line about, I think it's a strong support level because of this. I'll show you guys on this trading platform, but as you guys can see, we entered long here. We didn't actually get a break and retest, so our entry was a bit rushed, but we'll go over that in the notes. Our stop loss was here. We had take profit 1 up here. Take profit 2 was a bit higher, so we never hit that. I think it was here around up here somewhere. We never hit that. Excuse me. But we hit stop loss right on this purple line right here, which was in profit. So let's go over it over here on the software I took. So as you guys can see, I'm coming into this with a bullish bias. I was really antsy to take a trade because yesterday we missed a trade and whatever. I entered on this candle right here and I put my stop loss below here because as you guys can see, right here for me is a strong support level. It even retested this. It came into this order block, whatever you can call it. Yeah, this is order block here, and it retested strongly on these 5-minute candles. So I put it just below there, and that literally saved our whole trade because we took a long here, then it dumped, and it almost hit our stop loss. It came so close, but then luckily it went all the way up to our take profit 1, which is up here. Take profit 2 was over here. We never hit it. We can delete these things, and I didn't really enter on any confluences, to be honest, because down here there was a fair value gap and we were already in quite a strong bullish trend, so I just entered on this fair value gap long ago, I guess, and the retest of this order block right here. Let me draw a rectangle to show you guys a little bit better. Here's the order block, and as you can see, we retested it right here beautifully, actually right here before we broke, and then we retested it. Then I entered, and luckily I placed my stop loss a little bit below that. Then we take profit 1, and I was slowly trailing my stop loss up as we were going along the trade, and eventually I think it was up here. Then we hit stop loss in profit, and as you guys can see, here's the history. Our initial take profit 1 was about $200, and when we hit stop loss, which was in profits, it was a 140, bringing us to a total of almost $350. So let's go over it in the charts and then we're done. Okay, so today we took a long. It was a 1.74% win. I had a bullish bias, which was a good 9.5. Honestly, a 10 out of 10 bias. Bullish bias, correct. The higher time frame trend and the low time frame trends became bullish. So the higher time frame, let's call it the 30-minute, it's quite bullish as you guys can see. And then on the 5-minute, there was this down movement, a bit of a slight range / down trend in the London session. And as you guys can see, just before New York session opened, we kind of flipped to a bullish trend right here. So I entered on this point over here. But our entry signal, this is where it gets interesting. We entered on a break and retest of the London highs, but I didn't wait and I almost got my stop loss hit. So this was a 6 out of 10. Honestly, let's call it a 5 out of 10 because it wasn't really in my trading rules today. We entered on a 5-minute bullish trend because the trend was so bullish and some fair value gap. So 7 out of 10, not the best, not the worst. We didn't really have a clear 5-minute confluence as we wanted to have in our trading plan after our entry signal was hit. Our position management was good. We hit take profit, then stop loss, we moved to break even, and then we trailed it into profit. This was 8 out of 10, not bad. My thought process, alright, let's go. I wanted to find longs. I entered early without a proper entry signal. I almost got stopped out, and then a better setup presented itself. Our stop loss placement was the only thing that saved us, but it was not the best entry overall. I wanted to enter early because I had a strong bullish bias, and yesterday I missed the trade because we never got a pullback. 6 out of 6 out of 10. So I think it's actually in my trading plan over here. No, it's not. But as you guys can see, this is the zone we want to enter off of a break and retest, and I entered just on the break, never on the retest. This would be a reason I've lost a lot of trades because of this, and it wasn't a very good setup. What would have been better is if I waited for this big bearish candle to retest these highs, these lower highs, and then a break of structure over here, inverse fair value gap, close above these highs, and we could have made a tighter stop loss or something. Let's look for a better confluence. Actually, this right here is a beautiful confluence because it came into this order block right here. So order block, break of structure on this candle, enter, stop loss below here, take profit 1, and possibly 2 would have got hit. That's just an ideal world. So this was a 6.6 out of 10. Overall, the trade was a 6.5, not the best trade. However, we still took a win nevertheless. So it was a good day in the end. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!